Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Corp Insight, your source for business, finance, economy, and market news. We break down complex developments into simple, easy to understand insights that help you stay informed and ahead. Let's dive into today's story. For years, companies grew by hiring more people. Need more work done? Hire more employees. Need more customer support? Hire more employees. Need more software development? Hire more engineers. That model built the modern economy. But now, companies are running into a problem. Workers are expensive. Skilled talent is difficult to find. Projects are becoming larger. Competition is becoming tougher. And shareholders want high profits. So companies around the world are looking at AI as the solution. And today's news gives us perfect picture of what's happening. Let's start with OpenAI. The company behind ChatGPT has reportedly entered the race for massive public listing and is targeting a valuation that could approach $1 trillion. Think about that moment. A company that barely existed a decade ago is now being discussed alongside some of the largest corporations in the world. Why? Because investors believe AI will become as important as electricity, internet, or smartphones. OpenAI move tell us one thing: the AI race is no longer a technology race. It's now a financial race. Whoever builds the best AI will attract the most capital, and whoever attracts the most capital can build even bigger AI systems. Now look at Apple. For years, Apple dominated smartphones. But in AI, Apple has fallen behind competitors like OpenAI, Google, and Microsoft. The biggest criticism has been Siri. While others are busy in developing their AI assistants become smarter, Siri remained relatively limited. So Apple is now making major push to fix Siri and close the AI gap. This isn't just about improving voice assistant, it's about protecting Apple's future. Because if AI becomes the main way people interact with technology, then Apple cannot afford to be behind. Then comes TCS. One statement from TCS CEO K. Krithivasan and Chairman N. Chandrasekaran stood out. They believe that in the future, TCS could have as many AI agents as human employees. That doesn't mean humans disappear. It means digital workers begin working alongside human workers. Imagine a company with 600,000 employees. Now imagine another 600,000 AI agents. That's it. Helping them write code, analyze data, prepare reports, and automate repetitive tasks. That is the future TCS is preparing for. The goal is simple: increase productivity without increasing cost at the same rate. Larsen and Toubro, also known as L&T, India's infrastructure giant, is thinking along similar lines, but their problem is different. Construction projects need huge amounts of manpower. Finding workers for large projects is becoming harder. Projects are getting larger. Deadlines are becoming tighter. So L&T's solution is automation. The company is investing heavily in robotics, automation, and what it's called as digital workers. Its order book has exploded over last few years. Yet the workforce hasn't increased proportionally. The company wants machines, robotics, and AI to handle more of the work instead of endlessly adding labor. For L&T, AI is not replacing growth. AI is enabling growth. Then we have Paytm. After regulatory challenges hit its banking business, the company is trying to reinvent itself. Many people assume AI means layoffs. But Paytm's strategy is very interesting. The company plans to increase staff by around 10% while simultaneously pushing deeper into AI. Why? Because AI isn't only about cutting jobs, it's also about creating new business opportunities. Paytm wants more merchants, more financial products, and more AI-powered services. The company believes AI can help employees become more productive and generate more revenue. But not everyone is seeing immediate results. One survey published today showed that despite massive spending on AI, many businesses still aren't seeing significant business outcomes. This is very important because it reminds us that AI is not magic. Companies have spent billions, but many are still struggling to convert those investments into profits. Training issues remain, implementation challenges. Many firms still don't know exactly where AI creates value. We saw something similar during the early internet era. Everyone knew that internet was important, but many companies took years before they figured out how to make money from it. AI may be going through the same phase. Now let's move to regulators. The Reserve Bank of India has asked banks to assess AI risk gaps by the end of June. Why? Because AI creates opportunities, but it also creates risks. Banks handle sensitive information, and a mistake in AI system could affect millions of customers. Cybersecurity risks are increasing, deepfakes are improving, fraud techniques are becoming more sophisticated. RBI wants banks to prepare before these risks become major problems. In other words, while businesses are using and rushing towards AI, regulators are trying to make sure they don't crash into a wall. India's IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw also raised another important point. He said AI belongs to a different era than the original Information Technology Act. The IT Act was written long before modern AI existed. Back then, nobody imagined systems that could generate videos, write software, create images, and imitate human conversation. Today's AI raises completely new legal questions. Who is responsible when AI make mistakes? Who owns AI generated content? How should AI be regulated? Governments around the world are still searching for answers. Meanwhile, in Europe, regulators have gone after Meta. The European Commission ordered Meta to allow rival AI chatbots access to WhatsApp. This is a major development because AI is becoming a platform business. The company controlling the platform often controls the users. Europe fears that Meta could use WhatsApp's massive user base to dominate AI conversations. So, regulators are stepping in to ensure competition remains alive. This shows that the battle over AI isn't just technological, it's political, regulatory, and economic. And then comes Elon Musk, a very special candidate. SpaceX revealed plans for what it calls AI data centers. At first, this sounds like science fiction, but the logic is straightforward. AI requires enormous computing power, and computing power requires infrastructure. Very huge amount of power is needed. Massive data centers, massive energy consumption, massive chip manufacturing. Musk's vision is to build infrastructure that supports future AI systems at an unprecedented scale. This is one reason investors are so excited about SpaceX. In fact, investor enthusiasm has become so intense that analysts like Chris Wood are calling the SpaceX IPO a symbol of peak AI euphoria. Investors are pouring money into anything connected to AI. Many fear missing the next NVIDIA, the next OpenAI, or the next trillion-dollar company. Whether this enthusiasm turns into reality remains to be seen, but the excitement is undeniable. The same enthusiasm is visible across global markets. Emerging market technology stocks recently recorded one of their strongest rallies in months. And once again, AI was a major reason. Investors increasingly believe that AI will drive the next wave of productivity growth. When investors believe future profits will rise, stock prices usually rise before those profits even arrive. That is exactly what we are seeing today. And when you put all 12 stories together, a pattern emerges. OpenAI wants capital, Apple wants relevance, TCS wants productivity, L&T wants scalability, Paytm wants growth, banks want safety, governments want regulation, Meta wants platform control, Europe wants competition, and Elon Musk wants infrastructure. Investors want profits. Everyone is moving in the same direction, but they are trying to solve a different problem. Artificial intelligence. The real story is not that AI is taking jobs. The real story is that businesses have discovered a tool that they believe can increase productivity on a scale that not seen since the arrival of internet. And right now, every major company is trying to figure out how to use it before its competitors do. Thank you for watching Corp Insight. If you found this analysis useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned for more business, finance, and economic insights.